As the Supreme Court is set to hear the Karnataka-Maharashtra border dispute, security is being beefed up on the border of both areas. My colleague Harish is with us right now to bring us more details. Harish, the Belgavi area in particular has seen a highly tense situation in the last few weeks. It's not just over today. We are going to bring you more details, but before we do, let's go over to my colleague Ritu to understand what the border situation is. Ritu, could you bring us an update about the border situation? We're seeing that security has been beefed up, but if you could specifically tell us where in the region and has it taken place, has the beefing up taken place on both sides of the border?
Well, exactly. You see, as the Supreme Court is set to hear the Karnataka-Maharashtra border dispute, which is a decades-old dispute which has always been dragged up ahead of the assembly elections or for that matter the civic body elections. So this time again this coming into the fore just that the Karnataka is going to head into the assembly elections in a couple of months from now. So therein now you can see that there's a security that has been stepped up on the border areas of the Karnataka and the Maharashtra. So in the visuals that you're seeing right now is the Nipani and the Kagwad, also in the Belgavi as well, and the in and around areas on the border side are all there that the security has been stepped up. But now remember, the Karnataka ADGP Alok Kumar had yesterday chaired a meeting with the state police as well as from the Maharashtra police to ensure that no untoward incident takes place and the law and order on the ground is maintained at any cost. Now, in that backdrop, there's almost around 21 checkposts in the Belgavi district alone and 3 joint checkposts on the border side to ensure that there is no problem that has been caused to the government properties, because just last week that we saw how the tolls were being pelted on the KSRTC bus from the Karnataka and also buses being smeared with the black paint there, the pro-Kannada organizations as well as the pro-Maharashtra organizations going on the streets and protesting in a way. So all that, looking into all that situation, the police now from both the side has ensured that the law and order on the ground is maintained at any cost. And also that the December 3rd, the 2 ministers are likely to visit the Karnataka border areas to speak with the pro-Maharashtra organization. So you see the Alok Kumar, that's the ADGP, who has gone on to say that no matter who the minister or anyone for that matter want to visit the border side areas are welcome for their private events, but one who would take up the law and order situation into their own hands will not be spared, because the law and order right now on the border area is what is important.
Just stay with us, Ritu. I want to go over to 2 more colleagues we have with us right now. First, our Mumbai Bureau Chief Vinaya Deshpande is with us. Vinaya, I just want to ask you if you can give our audiences quick historical context, because this is a story that's been going on since the 1950s. You've had 2 different commissions submit their findings on this. Why, for example, was the second commission's recommendations not taken up? How is this an issue that spanned more than 5 decades at this point?
Well, yes, Toya, you're right. This issue has been festering for decades now, since the formation of the states on the linguistic basis. So reorganization as it happened on linguistic basis. Since that time, Maharashtra Ekekaran Samiti had been saying that there are a bunch of villages in Karnataka, in Belgavi region, which have Marathi speaking dominant population, and that is why those villages should come. Now, 2 commissions have been appointed in it. There have been lot of deliberations on Mahajan Commission report that was tabled way back in 2004. Since then, no resolution has been found in that. We have seen that the matter has been pending in the court of law. The main contention of the Maharashtra government, which has been in place since the time the state was formed, irrespective of whichever party was in power, was that since the states have been formulated on linguistic basis, and that was the basis for the reorganization of states initially before these states were reorganized. Remember, this was the Bombay Presidency and Belgavi was a part of it, so most of the Marathi population was a part of the Bombay Presidency. Now that is the historic claim that Maharashtra lays at stake and says that since that has been the case and this issue, since that has been the basis of the formation of the state, these regions should be given over to Maharashtra. Karnataka, on the other hand, has argued that language cannot be the only basis for the reorganization, and that is why several other factors will also have to be considered in this matter. As of now, Maharashtra government has reformulated a committee which it does on a routine basis after the government changes every time. And we have seen that 2 nodal ministers have been appointed. just yesterday, another committee has been appointed by the Maharashtra government to oversee the legal arguments that will take place in the apex court in this. MP Dhairyashil Mane has been made the chairperson of that committee. So in all, there are total 2 committees now that the Maharashtra government has formed. Very closely, it is going to watch the proceedings that are going to take place in the apex court today. On the other hand, the government is also preparing to go to the border areas. So the 2 nodal ministers and the chairman MP who have been appointed yesterday, all the 3 leaders will go to Belgaum on the 3rd of December on the invite of Marathi community and Marathi organizations there in order to hear the problems in Belgaum. Back to you.
Vinaya, just stay